Chapter 25, G6. Inside the slick cockpit of an Iloso war store, it was quiet, except for the humming of computers and muffled, monotone voices in headsets. It kind of sounded like the ambient sound effects in line at Space Mountain in Disneyland. A door slid open quietly. 3 men walked into the cockpit, their hard shoes clicking on the hard, shiny floor in unison. The man walking in the middle was the captain. He stopped as the other 2 hurried off, quickly getting reports from supervisors. One of the supervisors stated, "Sir, the President is about to Instagram and live tweet hashtag address the nation in 10, 9. The captain interrupted calmly, Yes, I know. Just turn it on. No need for a countdown." The captain gestured to a guard, and the guard hurried over to the supervisor who started the countdown, grabbed him violently by the shoulder, and dragged him out of the cockpit. Wait! The supervisor yelled. He tried grabbing the door frame as the guard pulled him through. "I have a wife! I have a family!" The captain sat down in a chair, probably that supervisor's. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a gelatinous gray cube and popped it into his mouth. His mouth closed, his jaws moved as he sucked on the cube. He calmly and slowly put his feet up on the desk in front of him. He put his hands at his chest, fingers interwoven. His full attention turned to the main screen as it flicked on. The screen faded in. The camera was pointing down at the floor, and it began panning up. A loud bass line started up. A few seconds later, an amateur rapper came in and started rapping over it. Almost every word is a reference to drugs, hoes, being rich, having guns. Anyone not from this era would hardly understand a word he was saying because it was all slang. Slang is a fast-evolving creature. When ICs got big, some words would only be cool for a day. Someone somewhere misspells a word in a funny way, and the whole internet sees it on social media milliseconds after it happens. The guy who tries to misspell that word on purpose the next day is the biggest bozo on the internet. And if you're one of the top rappers in the world, you gotta be on top of that slang shit, man. The camera pans up enough, and the first thing you can see are 2 shoes badly bopping to the beat. The shoes are completely different, but they're on the same person. One is gold and one is platinum, and they both have extravagantly designed carvings in them. Looking closely at the carvings looks like a drive-by shooting scene, each shoe shooting at each other. The camera keeps panning up, and you see that he is wearing pants that only have one leg. It pans up the old white hairy leg some more, and you see that he has just rolled up one leg out of his pants. His pants are covered in logos, slogans, and unreadable tags. The slow pan continues up, so does the bad rapping and dancing. Next, his belly is exposed, and you can make out the words "fuck" tattooed across it, mixed in with some nasty looking scars. Above that, he is wearing a bulletproof vest with no undershirt, with the words "abortion rules, use baby be gone" on the bulletproof vest. Finally, the camera pulls out and you can see this is the Oval Office, and that's G6, the President of the United States of America, and the music fades enough to hear him speak. "That's my new single, Hot Infant Slut. Holla at your president. I got the hookups. Infant slut. Oh, it's hot. Oh shit, it's AIDS, my hordes. AIDS. G6 here." He gets a little serious, and he leans up against his desk. "Man, you know them Iloso boys be trippin'. I heard about that war store shit. Oh man, you guys know G-Dog's got your back. I'm taking care of that Iloso shit right away. YOLO. You memb when those bitches didn't want to elect me, and I got that terminally ill hashtag campaign online with all that crazy shit, and I still got elected anyways? Oh yeah, I remember that." He trails off. Then he leans off camera for a few seconds and comes back into frame with his cheeks puffed out and his eyes nearly closed. He almost coughs, and some smoke comes out of his mouth and nose. Then he can't hold it and starts coughing violently and laughing at the same time. Smoke coming out of every hole in his head in between coughs. For a long time this happens, and after a good 20 seconds, he stands up straight, his eyes watering. He wipes slobber off of his face and tries to look serious, but he's instantly and completely wasted. What? He looks past the camera at the cameraman or something. Then he looks over his shoulder as a rumbling can be heard coming towards the Oval Office from outside the doors. Ah, shit, it's the demos! He grabs the off-screen bong hastily, which splashes bong water all over the desk. Then he spins around a couple of times and rushes for the couch, where he picks up a pillow and jabs the bong behind it, and then pushes the pillow back over in a feeble attempt to hide the bong. The pillow pushes itself back out and starts to fall over the edge, and G6 has a good little battle with the pillow, trying to make it balance in a spot where it's physically impossible. Finally, the door shatters open and G6 spins to face it, which knocks the bong over and spills bong water all over the couch. At the door is a group of men in black-looking guys who rush towards him and grab him. He puts his hands up like a teenager being frisked for drugs by his parents. What? You guys don't got shit on me, rats! He turns and winks at the camera. I got my rights, you stinky pigs! I pay your bills, you whores! When one of the MIB guys tries to search his socks, G6 acts like he's getting a blowjob. Oh yeah! And he looks at the camera. Ha ha ha! One of the men in black guys finally finds the spilled bong on the couch. I found something! He says, talking into a small mic hooked up to an earpiece. They all gather around and look up at G6. As presidential as he can sound, I did not hit that bong. He starts laughing and nodding at the camera, and he does a thumbs up on the side. The men in black look around and confer with each other. Well, let's watch the tape, one says. They rewind the tape of G6's speech and pause it where he's about to cough and smoke is coming out of his nose and mouth. He looks completely stoned in the freeze frame. Well, what's that? One of the men in black guys says, pointing at the display. Hey, man, sometimes smoke just comes out of me. G6 replies without missing a beat, winks at the camera again. The men in black confer again with mumbles and then go over to G6 with displeasure. You may have gotten away this time, but we'll get you next time, G6. We'll get you next time. Yeah, bitches, this is my Oval Office. He starts dancing. He pulls out some guns and points them around. Fuck yeah! And don't be coming back, you fucking rat fucks! Then he rushes over to the camera and his voice changes from gangster to high-pitched kid who just tricked his parents. Oh, you see that shit? Oh, I'm too slick. I'm too slippery. No one can catch your man up in here. Oh, no demos, no Elosa. Don't worry about shit. We be cool. You know, corporations just be trying to make ends. You know that. We all been there. He looks off camera, a totally stoned old man. Someone is trying to tell him something. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, okay son, okay, calm your shit. We be out of time. I can't spend no more time with you motherfuckers. But hey, my new album be dropping on the 12th. It's called I Got My Balls on the Button. And if you don't buy all the songs, I will fucking kill you. He holds up a copy of the album art, which shows him sitting at his desk in the Oval Office. His balls are hanging out of his pants and are resting on a big red button. Listen to this shit. He hits play on a phone that is sitting on his desk. An average beat can be heard for a couple seconds. Then G6 comes in rapping. Yo, 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 they call me G6, Prez with the bling. When the bitches see me, their panties go fling. I'm so fucking rich, I got the biggest boat. I got to be Prez without one vote. The camera starts to fade out. Back inside the Elosa War Store cockpit, the captain is sitting in the same position. A tiny smile creeps in the corner of his mouth. Oh, G6, he says out loud, but to himself. He quickly dropped his legs to the floor and spun his chair to the desk of the supervisor that he had dragged away and looked at it like a spoiled brat of a kid. He noticed a picture on the desk. It was a picture of the supervisor he had just killed for counting down on his family. His wife was beautiful. Captain made a silent grunt with his upper body. "Is that his wife?" he asked, no one in particular. Yes, sir." In his best evil character voice he murmured, "Bring her to my quarters." The captain stood up and walked out of the cockpit, his shoes clicking on the floor as he left.